are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to those who are joining. I would so appreciate, since I'm in a windy place, if you could give a thumbs up, let me know you can hear me. I would so appreciate it. Welcome to those who are joining. Hello. Oh, let me take my sunglasses off. Let me say hello to you with my sunglasses off, because I think it's kind of impersonal to have my sunglasses on. But I am going to put them back on because it's so beautiful here that I'm going to squint if I don't. So welcome. Give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, great. Awesome. So, hello. This is Tara Sage of TaraSageCoaching.com. Hi to everyone. I am absolutely devoted, as is my business, to helping you live your dreams and create a life and a business that you don't need a vacation from. And I am here today on an absolutely beautiful white sand beach here in the Florida Panhandle. It is, as maybe you can tell, an absolutely glorious day here. And our RV is parked just a few miles from here, just kind of up the road. And since we live where we park it, at the moment, this is home. So welcome to my home. Welcome to my office at the minimum for today. So, we were totally craving some beach time, and so here we are. We traveled from Tennessee to Florida, and because we felt like it, right? And so here we are. Now, only 6 months or so ago, this was not the case. I was paying top dollar to live in a one-bedroom apartment just outside of Washington, D.C., with a view of the parking lot and the balconies of the people who lived down below me. When I lived there, I never felt like I had enough time. I was managing a lot more stress, and life was just generally much more complicated than it needed to be. And so I recognized this and was motivated to make some really big changes as a result of that. Now, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. Today on Tips from Tara, I'm here to talk to you about making memories. Okay, making memories. So a few years back, I had the real privilege and opportunity to see an extraordinary speaker speak live in person. Her name is Lisa Nichols, and she was speaking at a conference that I went to in the Dominican Republic, and she was sharing about the wisdom of her grandmother in this talk. And I'm paraphrasing here a bit, but this is how I remember it. She said that her grandmother was sitting on a rocking chair, and she was telling stories about her life. And her grandmother said to her, someday when you're old, you'll be in a rocking chair telling your stories. And she said, your job now is to live fully and make the story good. Make the story good. So let me ask you this. What makes a good story? What makes a good story? Now, last night, Carl and my friend Lori and we all went for a bike ride to a little seaside town that's not far from here, just kind of up the road. It was great. It was about a 6-mile bike ride each way. We had some dinner. We sat outside. We were just across from the beach. And then we took a blanket and a bottle of wine. I'm not sure if that's allowed or not. And we went and sat on the beach, and the sun was setting. And we started telling stories. We started telling stories from our travels. Now, Lori, like Carl and I, is quite well traveled. She's traveled in all over the U.S., Alaska, Canada, and internationally over the pond and down into South America as well. So before long, what we found is we were sitting under the starlit beach and we were laughing, and we were telling these stories about mishaps. We were telling stories about the unexpected events and the people that we met along our journeys. And we were telling stories about things like the detours and the surprises and the flat tires and the mistakes and all the things that couldn't be predicted that were experienced along the way. And it was actually quite funny, quite entertaining, and we had a lot of good laughs about it. And why were these the stories that we were telling? These were the stories that we were telling because these are the stories that are memorable, right? These are the stories that are memorable. So let me ask you this. Do you remember that time when you crossed the street at the crosswalk and you waited for the sign to say walk, and then you safely walked across the street to the other side? Do you remember that time? Do you remember the time when your flight took off and you landed exactly on time? Remember that? Remember when you checked out at the grocery store and you paid for your groceries and then you drove home without any incident? Remember that? How about when you started that business? Do you remember when you started that business and everything went exactly on schedule from day one and everything was perfect? Remember? How about, remember the time when you colored perfectly within the lines? That was pretty memorable, wasn't it? Remember when you did exactly what everyone around you thought you should do? Remember the time when everything went exactly as planned? You see where I'm going with this. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Why? Why don't you remember these instances? Because those experiences aren't memorable. So, someday when you are old and gray and sitting on a rocking chair, what are the stories that you will be telling? Are you making the story of your life good? Are you coloring outside the lines? Are you starting that business despite all the unknowns and all the fears? Are you marching to the beat of your own drummer, or are you doing whatever you think will get you the approval from others? Which one is that? Do you chart your own course and do you blaze your own path? Do you bring wine to the beach even if you're not sure it's allowed? Do you take the scenic route and do you embrace the detours? Do you talk to strangers? Are you on road trips? Do you go on impromptu trips because you feel like it? Do you book a last minute flight? Do you camp in your backyard? It doesn't matter where you go. How are you living this? Are you making it a good story? So my challenge for you today from this beautiful beach, I wish you could be here with me. I hope you're feeling this energy and absorbing some of it yourself. My challenge for you today is to color outside the lines more, to start that business, find a way, get support, figure it out. My challenge for you is to blaze your own trail, to follow your heart, to stay true to yourself before all others, and to believe in those outlandish, even the seemingly impossible dreams, and trust that the detours are perfect. Talk to strangers. Talk to strangers. You never know what's going to come of connecting with people that you don't previously know. That's all a stranger is. Travel more, learn the perspectives of others, take a road you've never gone down before. Make the story good. So that's my my message for you here today, Tips from Tara. My work and my life is all about helping you to live more boundlessly, and I strive to walk my talk and be an example of that in my own life and in my own location independent work. So I want to invite you to visit tarasagecoaching.com to learn more. And if you'd like to chat with me personally, you can. We can explore the possibilities together in a one-to-one customized way. So go to sessionwithtara.com if that interests you and claim a complimentary session. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad to connect with all of you today. If you've made comments, I can't see them because of the glare in the camera, but I will respond to all the comments that I received on this video. So thanks again for watching. I wish you a beautiful day wherever you are, and many blessings. Until next time, bye.